Everybody's trying to use AI to get clients right now, AI outreach, AI agents, AI websites, AI automations. And listen, I love AI, don't get me wrong. But here's the problem. If you don't understand the actual process, AI is not going to save you. It's just going to help you automate confusion faster. So in today's video, I'm going to show you something very simple. I found a real business whose website could be a little better, and instead of saying, hey, your website sucks, pay me, now I'm gonna walk you through how I think about turning this into a real client opportunity. Now, the goal for this video is simple. Can I lead with value? Build something useful? Reach out to the right person? Earn an actual phone call? Not to close the deal, not to make crazy promises, just to get the conversation started. Because that's where consulting begins. Now, let me show you the business. And before I say anything about the website, I want to be very clear. This is not about making fun of the business. This is not about judging them. This is not about saying, look how bad this website is. That is not the point. The point is to look at this website from the lens of their potential clients. Because when someone lands on a website, they're asking themselves three key questions. Number one, what do you offer? Number two, how does it make my life better? And number three, what do I need to do to actually get it? And if a website does not answer those questions quickly, the business might be losing opportunities without them even realizing it. So as I look at the site, I'm not looking at colors, I'm not looking at fonts, layout. I am looking for confusion. I'm looking for friction. I'm looking for missed trust. I'm looking for places where the business could make it easier for the right person to do business with them. And right away, there's a few things that I will look at, starting with making sure that the website is secure. In this case, is not. Nobody wants to go onto a website that has a big warning sign, not secure, next to the URL. So getting that taken care of with an SSL certificate is definitely something worth doing. Then what I look at is the message. Is the message clear? Can I understand what they do in the first few seconds? Starting with the first question, what do you offer? Now, a lot of us get this wrong because what you offer and what you do are two different things. What you offer is what your clients get after they do business with you, right? And a lot of people, they put on their websites what they do. In this case, they say they're a golf cart outlet. That's fine. However, that's not what the client gets after they do business with them, right? And so that's the first question. And then the second question is, how does it make my life better? Because we have egos. If we're going on someone's website, is because we have a problem that we need help solving. So if we're here on the website and there's nowhere here that tells me how it makes my life better, I'm going to go to the one that makes that easier for me to understand. It's all articulation. And when I mean articulation, I'm talking about the ability to say something where people feel understood instead of just saying things for people to understand. There's a fine distinction between the two. So in this case, I would put a refined marketing statement, which I'm going to show you guys in just a minute, which is something like, I help ideal clients get desired result without biggest bottleneck by my offer. And that refined marketing statement can live here on the above the fold. So again, that visitor feels understood. And then the last part is the call to action. Yes, there's a phone number here, but it's not telling me call now, or maybe visit our showroom, or inquire, get a quote. There's nothing here at all, not a single call to action on this website. And that alone is actually costing them business opportunity. Now, I went ahead and I grabbed ChatGPT, and here is a great offer that they could use right now. Instead of saying golf cart outlet, they could say, find the perfect golf cart for the way you live. So what do they offer? Finding the perfect golf cart for the way you live. Perfect. How does it make my life better? Whether you're riding through the neighborhood, around the campground, across your property, or around town, will help you find the right golf cart without the confusion, pressure, or guesswork. That is the refined marketing statement. And as far as the call to action, I wouldn't necessarily do something like visit a showroom or view our inventory. I would ask the business owner here, whoever this is, what is the first step of their sales process so that their website can match that. If is a phone number, then go ahead and have, instead of the phone number, have that button that says call us now, a strong call to action. You can track the actual phone to make sure that's being clicked. And there's a bunch of software out there that you can connect it so that even it records the call and there's feedback on the people that are calling through. And so the point I'm trying to make here is making sure that this website connects to the first step of their sales process. If it's the phone number, then make that super obvious with a call to action so that you're telling that visitor what to do next. You don't want people to guess. I know there's a giant phone number here, but by just having that call now that connects to that phone number, that's a big of a difference as far as conversion. Next, what I like to look at is, does the website create trust? Do I see proof photos? Do I see reviews, results? I know there's some testimonials here. Anything that makes me feel really confident about my experience possibly doing business with golf cart outlet, right? And most importantly, does the website reflect the quality of the actual business? Right? So it's not necessarily, does the website look good? That's not the question that we want to ask ourselves. Does the website match the quality of the services? That is what we want to ask ourselves. Does it match the quality of our offer? That's the real question. Because if the website doesn't communicate that, that is the true opportunity. The goal is not just to make the website prettier, but to make the website easier to trust, easier to understand, easier to do business with them. That's the whole point. There's a lot more that I can go in here. For the sake of time, I want to show you the next thing that I want to do. Next, I always look at these two things. One, I make sure that I check whether or not they have Google Analytics installed on their website. There is a plugin that you can install to your Google Chrome, and it shows you whether or not a website is actively tracking traffic, tracking conversions, tracking data. In this case, they're not doing that. And then the second one is the meta pixel. I want to check if the business owner has a pixel installed on their website so that you can do retargeting on their website, so that you can know all the traffic that your website is currently having. You can go back and retarget them. You can create campaigns around how people are navigating your website. This right here is such a missed opportunity. So this is a tool you can download. It's called the Meta Pixel Helper, which shows you whether or not you have a website where you're tracking every step that your visitor is taking. Missed opportunities here. There's a lot of money being left on the table because of those two simple things. So here is what I'm going to do next. Based on this information, I am going to contact the business owner, and I'm going to lead with value, and I'm going to walk you through the next part, which is what my thought process as far as how I would go about in getting connected with this business owner. So the first thing that I will do is I can either just call. That's the easy thing to do. Just give a call. I can do that right now. But before I do that, I just want to know a little bit more about this business. So I'm going to go to About Us. I'm going to go meet our staff. There's some phone numbers there that I can call. There's some different services here as well. And there it is. Here's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to Joali, and she's the owner and operator from this establishment. And if I cannot get a hold of her, the next person would be probably Ron or maybe Julie, administrative assistant. But like, I have now literally a couple of people that I can actually reach out to get my message delivered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab her name, and I'm going to just go to Google, and I'm going to type her name, and perfect. So the first thing that I see is she's on LinkedIn. Perfect. I'm going to click on that. And before I go there, is there any other social media accounts that I'm missing? Nope. She's right there. Perfect. So I'm going to go to her LinkedIn account, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to send her a connection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a note. I personally don't like sending invitations without sending a note. So I'm going to say something like, hey, Joe Ali, I am a web consultant. I am a local web consultant. I've done business with you guys. For the record, they actually fixed my golf cart a while back. I've done business with you guys and thought it would be great to connect. That's it. And I'm going to go ahead and click on send. Spell everything right. Cool. And send. Now that I send her a connection request, I'm going to put her in my CRM. Now, if you don't have a CRM, you're sleeping right now, because how can you possibly grow your business if you don't remember the conversations or what you're doing as far as your prospecting efforts, right? And there's a gazillion things that I can show you with AI on how to do this automatically. But again, the point that I'm trying to show you here in this video is showing you the process. That way you can automate it. In later videos, I'm going to share with you how you can automate this, but you want to understand the actual process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up what I called Who Can I Serve Today? Is basically my CRM. And what I have here is just a Google Sheet. If you want this, comment the word CRM and I'll send it to you. Essentially, I have a tab where I can put all of our leads. Then, and for the record, when I mean leads, I'm talking about someone that you have their information so that you can contact them. That's what a lead is. A prospect is an interested lead, and then a client is a prospect that actually pay you, so he became a client. And there's also a tab for not interested and follow up later. This is just first principles of entrepreneurship, of making sure that you have a pipeline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to her profile. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and copy all of her information. So I'll copy her name. This is the name of the business. This is the website. I'm copying the LinkedIn profile. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to find her phone number and her email address. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this tool. It's called Contact Out, where I'm also going to grab this and I'm also going to grab the phone number. So now that I have this, I'm going to go in my CRM and I'm going to start pasting the information. So I'm going to do paste. All right, that's her phone number. So I'm going to put her phone number here. I'm going to do the email address. I'm going to do here. And I'm going to do her LinkedIn profile. Let me do her LinkedIn profile. I'm going to put that link profile here. And I'm going to put, this is Florida. I'm going to put her name. And by the way, the way I'm doing this is I'm using a tool for Mac called Flycut, which I can copy and paste very efficiently instead of having to go back and forth, back and forth. I can just copy everything here. And then here is her website. And then the date today is Mayo 5. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Okay, and then the next action is make sure to get connected. Right? Cool. And so that is what we got so far. And now I'm ready for the next step. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send her a Loom video. So I'm gonna go to her website and I'm gonna open up my Loom. And here's my thoughts when it comes to sending a Loom video. You will not lose by taking a couple of minutes recording a personalized video to someone that you can genuinely help. So I believe that if you focus on what I called intentional prospecting, where you're really looking and you're doing your due diligence and you're looking at someone's website or you're looking at someone's business and you're like, yeah, I can serve you. Let me lead with value. This videos goes a long way. But if you start blasting videos to everybody and their mother, you'll still close some deals, for the record. And the amount of work that's required is just, you're now dealing with volume and you're dealing with burning domains. And I'll do another video on how to do like high volume on Loom videos. If you guys want, comment below, hey, I want to see that, and I can show you what that looks like. But I appreciate and value my time, and I appreciate doing intentional prospecting, which is you're really looking and you're really learning about your prospect's business and see how you can serve them. So I digress. So I'm gonna make our video real quick. So here is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn on my specific window, hover over the window. Here it is, select, and I'm going to record. Hello, Joely, Alex here. I wanted to shoot you a quick video. Now, for the record, I am not AI. I'm a real person. As a matter of fact, I am one of your customers. I took my golf cart a while back, and you guys did a phenomenal job. So thank you for that. The reason why I'm sending you this video is I was taking a look at your website. Now, put your wallet away, Joely. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I believe in leading with value. with that being said, I took a look at your website and saw a couple of things that I wanted to bring to your attention. You might know this, you might not. Right now, the first thing I saw is that your website is not secure. I would recommend taking care of that. It takes 2 minutes. If you want, I can send you instructions on how to do that. 2 minutes, and that gets fixed. And the main part of your website is the messaging. I know that if we just change the wording and we add a couple of calls to actions and we just structured this website, we can possibly get more conversions from the visitors that you're currently getting. Again, I'm not sure if you already maxed out. You might tell me you have a lot of business and you're not looking to sell more golf carts. In that case, I stay corrected. I stand corrected. However, if you're looking to grow in your business, again, I would love to share with you a couple of things, such as optimizing your website so that you can convert better. I've noticed that you're not even tracking the traffic, you are not even tracking or retargeting people that land on your website. So one of the things that you can do is you can literally, when people come to your site and they don't buy, or they don't, they don't call or they leave, if they're just browsing, you can retarget them for very cheap on Facebook and Instagram so that they can come back and remember they should buy that golf cart, right? Especially for those people that are actively looking for a golf cart, the retargeting is where the money is at. So I can show you some simple campaigns that you can do yourself. You don't have to hire and spend a bunch of money on any of this stuff. So here's my invitation, Yoeli. If you are open to it, I'd love to jump on a call with you. If you're interested, give me a thumbs up and I will send you a Calendly link so that you can pick the best time that works for you. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much and create a great day. Bye bye. Perfect. So now that I got the video, I'm gonna actually edit the video. So here's what I like to do. What I'll do is I'm gonna put her name and I'm going to put the date in which I send it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna just leave the video like this, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do as I send it. So check this out. Now, before we send it, let me actually go ahead, and if you made some mistakes on the video, you can click on edit and trim. And I made a mistake, and so I'm just gonna edit this part right here. Super, super easy. All right, perfect. So the video is fine. I stutter in one of the little pieces. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But the biggest thing is I wanted to make sure that I had a clean call to action, make sure that she was clear on what it is that I was asking her to do, which is give me a thumbs up, and so that I can send you that Calendly link. So now that I got that out of the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to position the button on the right hand side. You can pick any color you want. I'm going to go ahead and click this right here that says book a call. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my Calendly link here, put book a call, and then I'm gonna click add. So now it says book a call. And so now that I got the video ready to go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this link and I'm gonna go to my email and I'm going to send this video to her like this. I'm gonna go to who can I serve today? I'm going to put her email address right here. And I'm going to say, hey, Joali, as the subject line. You don't need to get all fancy. You want to make sure that the subject line gets people to open the actual email. So, hey, name is more than sufficient. So I'm going to say the following. Hey, Joali, hope you're well. My name is Alex. I am one of your customers. I was over your website and I wanted to create a quick video. For the record, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I believe in leading with value. We'll love your thoughts on the video below. Create a great day and talk to you soon. Hey, y'all, I hope you're well. My name is Alex. And I want to say I'm local. Obviously, I am. I'm one of your customers. I was over your website and I wanted to create a quick video. For the record, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I believe in leading with value. Would love your thoughts on the video below. So I'm saying we'll love your thoughts on the video below because what I want her to do is watch the video. All right, so that's pretty much it. And with that, something that I do like as well is I like to track my email so I know whether she opened the email or not. So I have a tool called Mail Suite where you can track your emails. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on send and is done. So that email is done, ladies and gentlemen. And now I'm going to go back to who can I serve today? And I'm going to put on the next action, make sure we get connected and make sure she got my video. Again, my goal with her is I'm not trying to sell her anything, which I'm not. I'm trying to lead with value. And if you lead with value, people are going to be open to you. But if you're trying to be selling stuff and pushing, like nobody likes to be sold. So don't do that. Don't do those weird stuff. If you don't like if you don't like that being done to you, then why do you do it to other people, right? Treat people how you want to be treated. Awesome. So now, so far, I have two things that I did. I went ahead and I sent that Loom video. And what I'm going to do is I want to put the date that I sent this. So I sent this on the 5/5. So I know when I actually send that video. And then that's it. I'm going to get alerted when she views. And once she views, I will show you the next step. So that is pretty much the second touch point here. Notice I am coming at it from different angles. Like I shared, I have her phone number. So if she doesn't respond within the next 2 days, I have my CRM that I can go back here and I can see who's on my list. So I can move people from my leads to my prospects. And my like the next thing is I don't mind giving her a call and just following up until she tells me to F off, or she's open to talking to me. And that's what it takes, guys. Look, I am professionally persistent. If I have something that makes a difference, I'm not going to keep that to myself. I owe it to people. God gave me a gift. It is up to me. It is my responsibility to make sure that I'm helping as many people as I can without me feeling a certain way about me and making it about me. So if she doesn't want to hear from me, she'll tell me. She's a big girl. She has a successful business. She can tell me. But yeah, that's pretty much from me, guys. To be continued. This is obviously going to be a video series. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, like, whatever the cool kids are saying on YouTube. As I share with you guys, I am uploading a video weekly where I teach web designers, web developers, web agency owners how to grow a highly profitable web consulting business by shifting from doing to actually selling your knowledge, your expertise, and not your labor. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Create a great day, everyone.